Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Chandrika and this is Rika Life. Today I wanted to share with you some projects that I've been working on. I have mentioned these in previous videos, but I wanted to show you my progress and how much I've done so far. One of the projects I mentioned was a star-shaped blanket with purple and white color alternating. So this is a pattern by Jayda and Stitches. I think it's called the Sunburst pattern, something like that. I'll put it in the description box below. Always make sure you click on more underneath the video and you can read the description. I'll be including patterns I'm using and the yarns I'm using so you can see them there. So this was, I got inspired by someone's post online. They had done a star-shaped blanket with white and with the color changing yarn. So this is what I have so far. I've just made a start. I started this yesterday, I think. So these colors are, so this is Big Twist Value in white. And this is Caron Blossom Cakes. The color is Blossom. So that'll keep changing color. I'm using a J hook, a Susan Bates J hook. And I followed, this is the center. And then you start going into the rows. So every third row, so the first out of 3 rows is a double crochet, chain 2 double crochet in the corner. And then the next 2 are 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet in the corners. And you keep changing it up. So you'll do 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. That just helps to keep the blanket from ruffling and it helps to keep it laying flat. So as you can see, this is already getting really big, but I still have quite a bit more I want to do. I want this to be quite large. I have 2 of the Caron Blossom Cakes and I have a couple of the white color. So I plan to make this even bigger. There it is. It's changing color so nicely. It's pretty. So I'm really liking this. This is what my vision was when I saw that person's picture online, and I just thought, hey, I can use the Caron Blossom Cakes, and it's coming out really good. It's really pretty. So that is one that I'm working on right now. This just gives me like, I don't know, like winter vibes, I think. Because it has the white in it, it's just, I feel like I'm thinking of like a forest in the middle of the winter when there's like so much snow and it's like nice and quiet. That's what I'm thinking about when I'm making this. Even though I'm in like the dead of summer right now, but I'm thinking about the winter. So this is a really fun project that I'm working on right now. And I had mentioned that I was working on the Spring Pop Mandala with this Willow Rise yarn from Hirschner's in Coral Reef. And last time I had just started, and this is how much I have now. So there you go. Those are some popcorns. You can kind of see the texture there. So it started off like a maroon color and then it's kind of gone into, I don't know what this color is. It's like a reddish. It's not showing up. It's much darker than what it's showing up on the screen, but it is Coral Reef. So you could definitely go online and look at that colorway on Hirschner's website, that this is their own brand of yarn called Willow Yarns. So that I will also link in the description box below. I'm having a lot of fun with that, doing the popcorns. Of course, it's called Spring Pop Mandala, and that is going good. The other project I wanted to share was the Scandi Meadow I mentioned. That was made by Anita. And I had shared with you some of my colors. So I had shared with you the background color, the border color, which was the navy blue, and then the blackberry, which I would be using for part of it. And then I shared this ube color in Lion Brown Ice Cream yarn. Those were the 3 I had last time. And then I wasn't really sure. So after you do kind of the navy blue background, the border is very colorful and looks like it will use up a lot of yarn. So I decided to pull out another Lion Brand ice cream yarn I have and this is in Raspberry Ripple. I know it's not perfectly matching, but I'm just gonna cover my bases. So there's that one, and then the last color is for the stems and the leaves, which is this Willow Yarns Rise again, and this is in the color Seafoam. So that's all of them together. Hopefully that will make a nice, beautiful blanket. And now I'm going to show you the pieces that I've made so far. So this Afghan or blanket is made of different squares, and then you'll be joining them together after. So these are called the little blooms. I still have to do the navy blue border. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are called little blooms. I haven't worked away any of my ends yet because there's still another round I have to do where, yeah, I've kind of started it here, where you kind of have to outline the leaves, the petals. So I'm still working on that. Those are called the little blooms, and then these are called the big blooms. So the little blooms was done with the Raspberry Ripple. The big blooms are being done with the ube. These are the big blooms. I've made 9. You can see them all. So the yarn is changing color on its own, so everyone looks different, and I'm totally fine with that. I have no problem with it changing in the middle of a row. It's just for fun, and it's just, you know, it's just for fun. So that's that. Those are the big blooms, and that's what I have so far. After I do the navy blue border on them, then I can move on to joining them, but I also have to make the stems and leaves. So I'm, you know, still in the beginning phase, but that is probably, so aside from the, what was it called? Okay, the whatchamacallit, the one by Hooked by Sunshine, the one that was with another ice cream yarn, Tutti Frutti. That one was also making small squares, and this one is also making small squares. So I have 2 projects like that where I'm making small squares, and then I'll be joining them to make a blanket. This one is a crochet along, and there's a pattern, I have to follow it. The other one is I'm just doing up to a certain round in the pattern, and then I will be joining and I will be making my own border. So the other one is very open for creativity and open for whatever ideas I have. And this one is something I'm following. So I'm trying to kind of have that balance now with my crocheting, because I find that sometimes I just want to do repetitive moves, and sometimes I want the challenge. I want to follow the pattern, and I want to make something that I couldn't make myself. There's one other crochet along that is starting in July. I think it's the middle to 3rd week of July. It's called the Maxine Afghan. I'll put that in the description box below as well. So that one is a kind of like a mandala, and then it gets squared. It's really beautiful. Follow the link that I'm going to send you to, and you'll be able to see it. I don't want to put up pictures here because they're not my pictures, but that one looks really fun, and I'm really excited to work on that. So I need to look through my stash and see what yarn I could use for that. That could be something that I make with like the more pastel colors that I've bought, because in this box I still have a ton of yellows, I have some greens, I think I have some blues, but all very like light pastel colors. So I could do that. I'm trying to think if I have made a mandala that's been squared in very light colors, and I don't think I have. I've usually used more bold colors in the past. So that would be fun to do. I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please like, share, subscribe, and definitely leave me a comment. I love hearing from you. I hope you have a wonderful crochetful day, and I'll see you again soon.